You guys, excitement is taking over my life. I'm not even kidding. The excitement for this pack just keeps on building and building and building. So what have I been doing? Going all over all the sim gurus' Twitters to see if they've answered anything. Literally anything that I can talk about with this pack. That's all I want to do. That is all that I want to do. Like, I'm just so giddy over this. If you plan on purchasing The Sims 4 Life and Death or any of the Sims 4 packs, you can use my code FANTAYZIA on the EA app or thesims.com. This does directly support me and my channel, so I really do appreciate those of you guys who use my code. So I have some tweets with some information. Also, like, some of the stuff is just like clarity on some things that people had some questions about. I wish there was more, but this is kind of all I have found. I do think the Simgers want to leave some stuff for the live stream coming. First up, we have this tweet from eSkittles, and it says here, is this a new pool water swatch, or is it just reflecting the lighting of the neighborhood? And Sim Guru Morgan replies saying, reflecting light. The lighting in that neighborhood is gorgeous. So yeah, this part of the trailer, it just looks so stunning. This might be my favorite area of the world, I feel like, but who knows? So next up, we have a tweet from English Simmer. It says here, not gonna lie, I'm still confused by the soul's journey and how it's tracked. There's a couple of responses here. I'm gonna focus on Sim Guru Morgan's reply, but Jack of All Games did respond first, kind of just, you know, giving a summary of what the soul's journey is, which I have the same understanding. It's kind of like a mashup of all the systems, like the wants, aspirations, brings them all together as one giant system, you know? But it seems like a more fun and interactive way, and kind of like, I don't know, it just seems like it has more purpose. So then what Morgan replies is, yes, what Jack of All Games said above is accurate about it being encompassing, but also bucket list and unfinished business are the primary ways to progress on your soul's journey, and they're tracked in the same UI to explain why the trailer goes straight into them. So yeah, this is exactly what I thought and was hoping for, so I'm glad, because yeah, although it seems like a mashup kind of like wants, aspirations into one giant system, it also just feels different because of the bucket list that you can create and then the unfinished business when your Sims are a ghost. So Davey says, are there any interactions with the paranormal stuff pack? And Nova says, more on that soon. And she seems excited about it with the way she wrote it, especially with the winky face at the end, so I think there is some gameplay there. I think this pack goes perfectly with the paranormal, and it would only make sense for there to be some cross gameplay there and like different interactions. I'm also curious because with paranormal stuff, you can have like the haunted house and stuff like that. And oh my god, I have a lot of questions about that actually. So then we have this tweet here from SimGuruBat. I think this was one of my favorite graphics I got to work on. 16-year-old me would have died, pun intended, to get this shirt. Okay, this shirt, the graphic on it is sick. I love it. I would wear this in real life. SimGuruBat definitely did a good job on this, and I cannot wait to see the other tops. And you know, I'm pretty sure there's other graphic tees, so I'm so curious about them all. Okay, so next up is a tweet that I'm very excited for. Before we actually go into it, basically in the past, Grim, you know, doesn't really have a set of genetics. So if you use cheats to see what he looks like, you end up not even really knowing what he truly looks like because they didn't do anything there. So basically there's this tweet from Letty Simmer that says, before you try for a baby, this is what Grim Reaper without a hood will look like. But that's actually not true. I mean, I guess it was previously, but not because they made Grim look like this. It's just that he actually didn't have any genetics made for him. So basically when you use cheats, this is just what you were given, like, you know what I mean, if that makes sense. So Simgur Morgan replied to this, and I am so excited about the response. It says here, we thought of this. Per lore, he's an entity and doesn't really have a face. You never see it in game without cheats. His babies will be born from a new genetic preset of him so long as you're on a fresh save. This makes me so excited. So Grim does technically have a face now. I don't know, of course with cheats you're still going to be able to see it, and so I guess you can find out what Grim actually truly looks like now. He has been given a new genetic preset, so they've officially kind of sculpted what he should look like. So that's so fun, and it only makes sense for them to do that now that you can try for a baby with Grim. And of course, like, you know, they're gonna want the babies to turn out how you would think they would, right? Because I feel like we all have this idea of what Grim might look like. And especially, of course, they're bringing back Olive Spectre and then the Nervous Subject, which will no longer be named Nervous Subject. You know, the whole alternate universe thing. Nervous is actually, you know, he's not being experimented on. You know, he wasn't taken away from his mom due to neglect and stuff like that. Like, that was the Sims 2 storyline. Yeah, so he's gonna have a name that's been confirmed on Twitter from Sim Gurus, and I did a video on that recently. He already has a kid that is living in the pack. So, like, you know, of course they have to have those genetics going. And just based off how Nervous looks, I feel like we can kind of guess what Grim looks like. But yeah, hopefully now when you use cheats, he's actually going to look how he's supposed to. And I don't know if there's going to be any other way to see Grim's face, because we do see in the first trailer, he takes off his hood and then the Sim is like shocked, but it's just blurred. And I don't know if that was like just a little tease, or if there is going to be a way to see Grim's face without cheats. So Brandon also responds saying, can you explain why he has these specific presets? From the picture above, the first tweet we went over, and Morgan says, in the picture above, this is a lack of presets you're seeing for his facial features. Before now, you'd only ever see Grim's face via cheats, so he didn't need them at the time. So it says before now, you'd only ever see Grim's face via cheats. So he didn't need his own facial preset, you know, like they just didn't do anything. So before now, so I'm like, okay, there's another way to see Grim's face then. I'm just like, has that been confirmed? I don't know. I am curious who created Grim. Like who did the face? I'm very curious. So SimGuruBat has been tweeting some stuff. You know, here's one of the new hairs from the side angle. Love this detail here. It looks so good. As we know, Nervous is wearing this hair. And we get this response from Gucci. It looks so good. How many mask hairs we getting? SimGuruBat says, not sure I can say, but it's pretty half and half. Many were designed to be both gender. This is good news. Honestly, wish it could be said like an exact amount, but that's okay. We'll find out soon. I like that it's pretty half and half, because a lot of times the females will get way more hairs. And I like how many were designed to be both genders too. I think that just, it's better sometimes, because then it just feels more equal on both ends. And there's honestly so many hairs they could create that work for both genders. We don't always need hairs that are just for males and just for females. Okay, so they really be teasing with what Nervous's actual name is. Oh my gosh, I'm sure it's like killing so many of you guys. I feel like they're waiting for the live stream, but I think it would have actually been a more exciting like drum roll moment if they revealed it in the trailer. Like if Grim said his name. They should have had, oh my goodness. Okay, the trailer was amazing, but if I could have added one thing, I think it would have been having Grim mention his son and say his real name. Oh my goodness, because I just feel like that would have added such like a shock moment for all of us. So I don't know, that would have been a really nice touch. Squeamish Nerd says, now we just need to know his real name. And SimGuruBat says, okay, I'll tell you it's ... Literally such a tease. Honestly, not any information there, but I just love how they're being so teasy with us. It's so much fun this time around. So SimGuru Morgan quote retweeted what the Sims tweeted earlier for the trailer, and Morgan says, love when Grim says, the truth is that old age, fire, and anger claim more Sims lives than any other form of death, because that's an actual Sims 4 fact. And it actually is. I never thought about that, but yeah, those are the 3 most common deaths. Okay, so this is also part of the thread where Morgan mentions that Grim finally has an actual face. He has a new preset. And Claire says, what will happen with long-term saves? I'm already soulmates with Grim in my save. And Morgan says, we would never want to overwrite what players have done in their own saves. So we're only able to update Sims in fresh saves. So if you are already, you know, romancing Grim, his face isn't going to change to the new preset or anything like that. Honestly, luckily I don't have any saves where there's any relationship going on with the Grim Reaper, because I usually don't play like that because this type of pack didn't exist. And now that it does, I'll actually play around with the Grim Reaper. And last but not least, we have this question from Igor. May I ask if there will be cross-pack bucket list options? And Morgan says yes, some really fun ones. Anything that's cross-pack, adding more gameplay, I'm all for it. So that is everything that I could personally find. I am so freaking excited for this pack. I keep saying that, like it's like a broken record at this point, but I'm so ready. I think I have decided that, I don't know, I could change my mind. But as of right now, I really just want to do gameplay videos in the Spectre household and just like explore the townies and all of that, because I feel like with this type of pack, there's lore there and it feels more fun to go into the townie households. But honestly, who knows? Maybe I will end up making my own Sims. I don't know yet, but you guys, what do you plan to do once you get your hands on this pack? Let me know down below. And with that, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.